Hello, my beautiful lost souls. We're back at it again on the regular camera. Let me stop speaking like the YouTubers. We back at it again. This time we're on the regular computer camera. Y'all, I promise you, before the year ends, I want to get an actual professional camera with a nice mic, and I'm gonna start doing ASMR slash eating videos because yeah, I've been wanting to do that. But today's video is going to be about the signs that you are having a spiritual awakening, the signs that you are spiritual. Because let me tell you something, let's break this down real quick. The reason why spirituality and things like astrology, zodiac signs, reasons why those get such a bad rep, like, and like, because every time I mention I'm into spirituality or I believe in zodiac signs or in astrology, people are like, oh my gosh, like you're one of those. Like, let me guess, you're gonna judge me because of my zodiac sign. A lot of people take those things out of context. It's so easy to take those things out of context. Like, oh, your sun sign's a what? A Cancer, you're a crybaby. Oh, you're a Gemini, you're two-faced. Like people say that a lot, not knowing that it's more than just the surface level. And that's the thing with astrology and spirituality. It's never surface level shit. It's always like beneath the surface. But we're in a physical reality. People are used to just seeing the surface of shit, right? So I just want to say that real quick. There's a lot of people who are infiltrating the community who are not actually meant to be spiritual. I like you can tell as well. Well, look, me being a spiritual person, I can just tell, but if you are like if you we're gonna get into it, trust me, we're gonna get into it, but if you have a good intuition, sometimes you can tell. Like I can look at people and I can tell like this is not your thing. Like you're supposed to be Christian. Like it's weird. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but some people are not meant to be spiritual. You know what I mean? There are some people who are just meant to be Christian, who are meant to, you know what I mean, read the Bible or be Muslim. Like everybody has their own little thing they're meant to believe in. And yeah, some people are divinely guided by, let it be their ancestors or the divine source itself, to be spiritual. And then there's people who are not really meant to be spiritual. So let's get into spiritual awakening. This is also going to be me talking about how I knew I was spiritual. And yeah, I just want to say this real quick. It definitely wasn't easy discovering the fact that I was spiritual. Technically, I've been a spiritual being my whole life. Technically, we're all spiritual beings, but I'm speaking obviously more about the belief system and all of that and the journey. I've been spiritual my whole life. But because I wasn't raised around spirituality and that type of culture, I was raised with Christian culture and Christian values. I didn't know. I actually didn't know. I truly believe if spirituality had been around a lot longer, we would have much more spiritual people. But again, I grew up with a different type of belief system. So it was very hard discovering the fact that I'm actually a spiritual being, right? But hold on, y'all. I'm closing the blinds because I don't play with my privacy. You're not about to kidnap me. But let's get into how you can tell if you are a spiritual being. It's lopsided, you guys. I know. Let me try to fix this real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Guys, I'm about to freak out. I was trying to fix this shit and then somehow the camera turned off, which means I have to edit. I hate editing, but let's get into it. Right? The signs that you are into spirituality, you're a spiritual being. You know what I mean? Let's get into it. First of all, first off, I have frequently seeing angel numbers or a specific insect or animal. So basically, this is repetition, right? The way my guardian angels, my spirit guides, my ancestors, past loved ones, the way, or just divine source itself, the way they speak to me is through repetition, right? People will commonly see repetition. Like, for example, lately I've been seeing angel numbers such as 848, 323, 525, 555. In the beginning of my spiritual journey, I saw a lot of like 1111, 1010, 1020, 1212, 1221. And mind you, these are all at the clock, right? So again, spirituality is very intricate. So you have to see these things naturally. Like you cannot go out of your way to look for angel numbers because at that point you're just psychologically tricking yourself into thinking that, you know what I mean, something's trying to reach out to you. It happens naturally. Like something will just tell me to look at the time. I look at the time and it'll be uh 10:10. You know what I'm saying? So, or for example, lately, ever since I came to Florida, this hasn't happened before, but ever since I came to Florida, I've been seeing a lot of butterflies, right? And this is really going to cause you to pay attention. Like, you have to pay attention because obviously stepping outside and seeing a butterfly isn't anything crazy. But pay close attention to how the insects move around you, right? The way my guardian angels and my ancestors and my spirit team as a whole, the way they speak to me is they put shit right in front of my face. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a procrastinator, as y'all know. You know what I mean? Your girl is a little bit lazy. So if something's not in front of my face, I might second guess it. I second guess myself a lot and I don't pay attention. But yeah, I'll step outside and there'll be like, I remember one day I was outside and I just saw a million butterflies. Like, and they were all like in my face. Like, a lot of them flew right by me. Like, as soon as I step outside, I'll see a butterfly fly right close to my face, right? I've never had a butterfly land on me before, but like they'll fly like super close to my face, right? And I learned that seeing butterflies is a sign of my spirit guides, right? Or just my spirit team as a whole letting me know like, hey, we're here. You know what I mean? Or lately I've been seeing like one time I was at the pool, you guys, a million dragonflies, which that sounds like a nightmare, which it was. I got the hell up out of there. But I saw like five, six dragonflies fly by me like simultaneously, like one after one after one, right? Let me see. Is there any other insects? Flies. I see flies here and there. So when you see these animals, my biggest like tip is to search up the spiritual meaning, right? So like for example, a fly was in my room all day yesterday. It would not leave. It kept flying in my face. And so I searched up the spiritual meaning of a fly, right? And y'all know I've recently admitted on this platform that I have been slacking when it comes to my spiritual stuff, but I've been picking up the pace. But yeah, I searched up the spiritual meaning of a fly, and guess what? Turns out a fly is basically, it talks about distractions or a hindrance on your spiritual journey, right? Something that takes you a little bit off track, not really, you know what I mean, keeping up the pace. And that's exactly what I've been doing. So that is my spirit team's way of telling me, like, girl, you need to step it up a little bit, right? The fly, it kept bugging me, right? Kept bugging me, buzzing in my ear. Think about it as like somebody trying to, you know what I mean, shake you up and be like, girl, get up. Come on, you got to do this thing. So that's what I took it as, right? Next, we have having a naturally good sixth sense slash intuition or pre-existing psychic abilities. I'm gonna get more into the last one a little bit, but I always had a really good intuition. And one way you could know if you have a good intuition or not is the type of people you hang around, right? I'm very picky with my friends. I'm picky with anybody that I choose to be around, right? Which is how everybody should be. You shouldn't allow just anybody in whatever. I'm gonna start calling out angel numbers when I see it because I'm gonna show you guys how like spiritual I am. Like I'm gonna give you guys proof. Right on the clock, I just saw it 4848. You might see my eyes like divert down a little bit. Again, I'm not purposely trying to look at the time and catch angel numbers because I'm not trying to psych myself out. But randomly, I just something said look at the time and it's 484. And I told you guys that's the time I usually see, right? I usually see 48321 0. That's kind of like all the numbers in the, but yeah, sometimes I see five and shit like that. It really depends on the day. But like I was saying, I've always been really good at judging somebody's character. Like I've always said, even before I knew about spirituality, I can judge somebody. I can get an accurate judgment on somebody just by having one conversation with you, or I can tell how somebody is just by looking at their face. I can read you just by looking at your face. That's a natural gift. And due to that, I have managed to stay away from a lot of fake friends. I've managed to, um, yeah, choose my friends correctly because I can judge somebody accurately only having one conversation and just looking at them. I can tell what type of person you are. That's a sign, right? Um, Yeah. So, for example, experiencing any of the clears, right? That's the next one I wrote down. Experiencing any of the clears. And if you guys don't know what the clear is, that is basically clear. It's the psychic ability to, I can't explain it, but we got clairaudience, clairvoyance, claircognizance, clear empathy. The one I experienced, like the first clair I was able to recognize was clairaudience, and that is the ability to hear voices or small whispers slash murmurs of various spirits. Basically, they call this the ability to hear interdimensional spirits from interdimensional realms. I don't have it anymore. It can come back. It can definitely come back. I had this all throughout my childhood, you guys. I honestly thought I was insane at one point, but I had this all throughout my childhood. I just didn't know what it was because, again, I wasn't raised with spirituality. That's why it took me so long to find out I was spiritual. And yeah, you guys, this took me a while to like understand that I have. But I usually, for me, I hear it at night. I hear small little voices or whispers. Sometimes they say my name, sometimes they don't. They never say anything clear. I haven't gotten to that point yet. For me, my clear audience, the voices are just like, let me step to the computer so I can hear. Like that's what it sounds like. It just sounds like random whispers, and I can't explain it. It sounds like it's in my ear. It doesn't sound like it's in my room. That's like the biggest thing. If it sounds like it's coming from the room, you probably, you know what I mean, are hearing voices in your room or people talking from a far distance. But if you can hear it in your ear, like it's not like a distance, it's like in your head. I can't explain it. But if you can hear it without any spatial audio, that's like usually how you can tell. Some people actually hear voices like, but the only time I've ever heard like anything clear was when a random spirit said, Soraya, wake up while I was sleeping. And I woke up. Like, or sometimes I'll hear my name. Like, that's the only clear thing I will hear, right? And yeah, sometimes these voices could be past loved ones, dead relatives, angel guides, angel guardian angels, ancestors calling your name, maybe divine spirit itself, who knows. But yeah, that's the first clear that I was able to call out because that's the most obvious, right? Then we have clairvoyance, which is the ability to accurately foreshadow the future. Clear cognizance, which is the ability to inherently know information without any prior experience or history, no explanation. That is the one I have as well. I literally just realized I had that. Like while doing research for this video, I just realized I had clear cognizance. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Sometimes I just know. And I don't have a good explanation. I don't, if you ask me how I know certain shit, I don't know. Um, but usually I can give an explanation on like a spiritual explanation on how I might know these things. While doing research, you know what I mean? I realized that some people have old souls. You know what I mean? Some people have been on this earth for many years, not in their physical body, but their soul has been reincarnating on this earth many years. If you guys believe in reincarnation, basically life after death, being reborn, but still having the same vessel, the same soul. Um, yeah, you guys, I've been told many times, like you might even be able to tell. Some of you might even be able to feel it in my energy. I am an old soul. I am. Like, I don't know. I feel like my soul is done with Earth. I hope after this reincarnation, I don't come back on this Earth. Earth is ghetto. I want to go wherever the fuck I came from. I don't want to come back here. I'm sorry. But yeah. So basically, clear cognizance is the the ability of your soul to carry information from your past life onto this life, and that's how you inherently know. Think of it as like a starter pack. Like you already know information, like you already have a backup, a reboot, backup download of things you've learned from your past into your now. And yeah, I don't know, some things I just know, and I don't have a good explanation. So I do have clear cognizance. Clear empathy, which is something that I also have. I call this energy sensitivity because a lot of people call it empath, being an empath, and I think the word is overused. So I use energy sensitivity. the ability to feel others' emotions and thoughts as if you're feeling your own. I am very energy sensitive and it is very draining, you guys. Like that's why I hate when people look at spirituality through a colored lens. Spirituality is very, especially being spiritually gifted, like it's very draining. Like to explain clear empathy, the ability to feel others' emotions, it feels like you're a sponge, right? You're a sponge. And there's a bunch of spillage, a bunch of like spilled juices and shit around you, right? And it's like whenever you get around these spilled juices, like you just end up soaking up all their energy, even if you don't want to. Like I could be right next to somebody and I can feel how they think. Like I can literally feel their thoughts. I can feel their emotions and I can feel their thoughts. And it does affect me. It does. Like it's just draining, especially if somebody's super depressed. One of the worst emotions to feel from somebody, as somebody who is clear empathy, is anger, jealousy, depression. Like that's the worst emotions for me to feel cuz it's like ugh, like it's not good. It's very contagious and it sticks on you. You know what I mean? It's harder to wash off. So yeah. Next is an unknown guidance or a strong pull to spirituality, which is something I experienced. For some reason, I just felt drawn to spirituality. I don't know what it is. Something told me that, like, I just need to get into this. Like, this is like, I just knew Christianity wasn't for me. That's like, first of all, you know what I mean? Just knowing that other religions are just not your thing. I knew from jump, like, I wasn't meant to be a Christian. Honestly, I used to be falling asleep in church. Bitch, I love my grandma. She used to take me to church though, and I used to be knocked out. I did not care what they was reading from that Bible. I never had an actual emotional connection. You know what I mean? I didn't have a inherent connection to spirituality. I didn't feel drawn to it. But spirituality really resonated with me. So if it resonates with you, if you just feel a random like strong pull to it, you just feel guided to explore this, definitely come along to the spiritual journey. You know what I mean? Technically, we're all on spiritual journeys, even if you're not spiritual. But I like saying spiritual journey because it's like you're consciously aware. You know what I mean? Your true spiritual journey is when you're consciously aware of the fact that you're on a spiritual journey. You get what I'm trying to say? Anyways, heightened awareness or a need to go on a spiritual journey. Yeah, yeah, period. Like if you guys go back and watch my first video, my first actual video, not my first video on YouTube, but my first diary entry, I just want to say this. I've always wanted to start a YouTube, but at that point I had finally gained the courage to, like, something just said fuck it, because the reason why I never started a YouTube before is I wanted a camera, right? Still I don't have a camera now, but I could have been bought one. I don't know. I've been putting it off, but no. At least by the end of this year I need a camera. But yeah, I've been wanting to start a YouTube, but it's always been like, no, I want an actual camera, I want a microphone, like I want everything to be perfect. But something in me said, fuck it. You know what? I need to start a YouTube channel, right? Again, I don't know what exactly was going on at that time, but I just felt the need to, something just said you need to start going on a spiritual journey, right? Like I need to start and I need to document my spiritual journey, right? I just felt really guided to start it because I think I think around that time, me losing, like me actually making the choice to cut some people off in my life, I think that made me realize like I'm leveling up and I have to drop people that are no longer servicing me, right? Because for me, I used to always be like, damn, like why do I always have to fall out with somebody? Why do I have to lose a connection? Why can't I just, you know what I mean, maintain to be cordial with this person? But then I realized sometimes when you elevate, certain energies or people can't come with you. So yeah, you guys, if you have been like pulled to consciously go on a spiritual journey, welcome to the club. Um A big one that you can't ignore is if you've had a near death experience. A lot of people who are into spirituality have had near death experiences. I mean, I had one, but that's not the reason why I started. Like, I had one recently, but I've been on the spiritual journey. So, yeah, there's not really much to say on that. Usually when you experience, like, when you've had, what I mean, a dance with death, like, that makes you wanna, obviously, right? Mediumship abilities, that is just the ability to communicate with spirits. I'm not sure if I'm a medium. I might be a baby medium, you guys. Like, I haven't fully, let me just say this, right? The abilities that I'm expressing right now, I have those plus some more, but I haven't fully flexed my abilities yet, right? I haven't been, like I said, I've been slacking. I haven't been meditating like I should. So, yeah. I'm not exactly sure if I can communicate with spirits, but I can hear them and I can see them. You get what I'm trying to say? But I've never had an actual conversation, like a back and forth with a spirit. So, yeah. But I can feel energies. I can feel people's thoughts. I naturally have those abilities, right? And by the way, if you guys, I'm gonna say that then. Last but not least, vivid dreams with any significance that have any significant meanings in it. That is a telltale sign you are a spiritual being, you have a spiritual gift, and you might want to look into spirituality. I've always said I'm not much of a dreamer, which I am. It's just I didn't know how to decode my dreams back then. Even now I still struggle because dreams, they are very symbolic. Like, you really have to break them down. Um And yeah, that's it. So I just want to say this. If you guys have any questions down below, you might want to ask me, like, hey, I think I might be spiritual. Like, I don't know. I don't dream that often, but this, that, and the third. Or I think I might be hearing voices at night. Y'all check down below. I might be able to help you out. But yeah, you guys, this is what I'm here for, you guys. Like, this is my, I want to let you guys know this is my mission. This is my mission on earth, is to be a teacher, is to help you guys on y'all spiritual journey. You know what I mean? Help y'all throughout y'all paths and whatever the case may be. That's what I'm here for. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm speaking from experience. I might not be an expert, but this is my experience. Y'all see me, I'm documenting this shit. We're living this live, like I'm living in it. So you guys are seeing what I'm going through. Literally last year I had my first sleep paralysis experience. I'm literally like a baby spiritualist. Actually, I think I'm like a toddler spiritualist. Like, I'm getting there. I'm getting to kid level. You know what I mean? Almost a teenager. So, yeah, you guys, that's it. My next video I'm gonna film is spiritual tools slash, I don't know what to call it other than like tools, utensils that you're gonna need on your spiritual journey. Um, Candles, incense, etc., etc. I'm gonna go more into depth on that on my next video. But yeah, I just wanted to film this video because I realized my whole channel is about spirituality and I've never made a video like how to know if you're spiritual. So yeah, I really just wanted to make this video because I feel like fake spiritualists or people who are just really not meant to be in this shit are really giving us a bad rep. Like, let me tell you guys something, right? Because I'm about to get on some shit. Anybody could pick up some tarot cards, right? Where my tarot cards? Right here with my crystal, my beautiful crystal. Anybody can pick up some tarot cards and read. We are all spiritual beings. I want to let you guys know that. But not all of us are spiritual into spirituality, right? Anybody can pick up some tarot cards and start reading, right? The tarot ability is connecting to the divine source and connecting to that higher power to read. Anybody can read some tarot cards. But how you want to really know somebody is spiritual or not, can you read without tarot cards? Because now you only read an energy. You don't have image, you don't have literalness to go on. I want to let you guys know, honestly, a good way to tell if a tarot card reader is legit, if they are really spiritual, look at how often they use physical visual images, right? Are they mainly reading visual images or are they going based off of energy, and is it accurate, right? Because when I do tarot readings, I don't fully rely on tarot cards. I've never felt comfortable fully relying on tarot cards. I rely on the energy that I feel intuitively, my sixth sense, what my third eye is communicating to me. That is what I rely on, you guys, because there's a lot of fake spiritualists out there. They are scamming child. They taking hide your kids, hide your wives. They taking your credit cards. They are out to get you. Okay? So make sure that if you are about to give your money to any tarot card reader, make sure they are not mainly focusing on the physical images. That is the best way to tell if somebody is a true spiritual being. I'm not bringing down other tarot card readers, but what I'm saying is that a good way to accurately test if somebody is really reading correctly, are they relying heavily on these images, or are they reading energetically? I love the images because they serve as a tip. You know what I mean? They serve as like I can't explain it, but like a little extra guidance, right? Confirmation. They help me confirm the energy that I'm already feeling. But guarantee y'all, if I'm reading you, before I pull out these tarot cards, I'm already feeling energy. Like I'm already getting a sense of what it is. This is just helping me steer me in the right direction, right? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I did. Let me know if y'all have any questions, because this video is getting long as fuck and I gotta edit this shit. So yeah, you guys, I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.